We are here sitting down with formerly known as Hoecakes, but now known as Flip Phone, and they're going to tell us a little bit about that transition. So I wanted to just have you guys introduce yourselves and let us know what you do for the band.
I'm Kalen. I play the bass in this band. Synthesizer.
I'm Cham, and I play vocals and guitar.
I'm Daniel, and I play keyboards.
I'm Remy, and I play drums and occasional empty gym bottles.
We actually featured you guys last quarter on our Snapchat publisher story, but you were then known as Hoecakes, and you had just announced you would be changing your name. And we actually guessed what you guys would be changing your name to, our readers did. And the most popular guess was Slutty Brownies. Was that a consideration, or?
I think it's going to be an album name, probably.
Okay, good. I'm glad to hear it. I'm glad the Daily had that influence. But for real, what was the inspiration behind Flip Phone, and like, how did you guys come to that decision if that's what you'd be calling yourselves?
I was just sitting at my desk. Well, so the renaming process took like a year.
Yeah, really, and bickering.
And we're all like very opinionated people.
Not me, not really.
Except for Kalen. Just we're very opinionated. Kalen's dope. Easiest one to deal with in the band for sure. Booking people know that. Yeah, it kind of popped in my head, and I texted it, and we had gone through this process for like 5 months of somebody saying a name, and then one person would say no, and we all decided that we had to unanimously agree on a name. And so, like, what were some, like, Lil Ghost was a band name that I said.
That one.
Nobody fucked with that one. Nobody liked that one, so that was all no's.
There was Ghost Pimp and the Octave.
Ghost Pimp and the Octave. That was cool. But it just popped in my head, and then they all said yes. And that was the first time that had happened in like 6 months.
Cool.
Yeah.
And what made you want to change your name from Hoecakes in the first place?
Several awkward experiences. People just got the wrong vibe from it.
Yeah.
I remember there was one time where we were playing at the Tractor, I think. Was that when we did the overalls? And we were wearing
that
these.
That was a high dive.
Oh, high dive.
Yeah.
So we're wearing these overalls, walking around in, what was that, Fremont? And this lady came up to us and was just like, "What are you guys wearing those for? Like, do you like paint or something?" And we're like, "Oh well, we're in a band. We thought it'd be cool." And then she was like, "What's your band called?" And we were like, "Hoecakes." And she's like, "Oh my God, why would you name your band that? That is horrible."
She was like really interested in coming to the show until we told her what the name of the band was, and then like she didn't show up.
Oh no.
It's probably happened multiple times.
Yeah.
Beyond our knowing, but it was never meant to be gendered or sexualized.
It's a corn pancake, just to clear up the past. But people
And
were
the
gonna
name of
say-
the song.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
We named it after this song.
But also I feel like back then we were playing a lot of house shows, and like our music was more, I don't know, like party music. Although I think you can definitely party to this new Flip Phone EP. But
It's out February 16th or 17th.
No, 17th.
I think we just
I think we should
decided
do the
the
16th, man.
Oh.
16th of February, you should come to the show.
To be determined which day,
Yes.
16th or 17th.
It's going to
Stay
happen.
tuned.
Early
PR.
February.
Yeah.
Good PR.
No, but I mean we were playing a lot of house shows for like people that were, you know, having a good time and dancing to some music that the word Hoecakes fit better. But now I think also part of why Flip Phone was really good is because we've been all listening to a lot more like of the history of kind of pop music and dance music, and Flip Phone is kind of a throwback to a time period that we all grew up in, which definitely those experiences also influence our music and our tastes. So
My first Flip Phone was the Boulder. I broke it. If anybody knows what that was, it was the waterproof construction phone.
Oh, it had a flashlight.
It was dope. Yeah,
It had a
and
flashlight built in.
Yep.
That thing's awesome.
I broke it.
yeah, no one knows how to type on T9 anymore. It's
Yo,
like-
I'm still bad at T9.
I
I
got
can
so
whip it out.
fast.
Yeah.
I got so fast.
I can.
Oh, bad is
Not that I was
Yeah,
talking
yeah,
Oh,
about
yeah,
it.
yeah.
Typing T9 is kind of like driving manual transmission. It's like not that many people really know how to do it anymore. It's kind of a special skill, but it's more enjoyable, really. The user experience is better than
T9 is not enjoyable at all. It's awful.
You get to push the buttons.
It's more hands-on,
you
dude.
get to mash.
More control.
What is that renaming corresponding to? You know,
Sure.
are you guys, what is that stylistic change that's going on?
Yeah, that's a good question. And I think for me, part of the reason I wanted to rename, the reason I wanted our name to change is because I wanted us to take a different musical direction. With just like all of us getting better at what we do in our art, like I'm realizing for me that I need to have really defined projects. And so originally when Hoecakes started, it was just kind of like whatever the hell we wanted to do. I was rapping randomly,
Yeah,
and then we would
had,
have
like,
random songs that were like entirely produced in Reason.
Yeah. We had that party
That
song.
banger,
that
yeah.
had, like, boop, beep, boop, beep, boop. Yeah, we just
Yeah.
we took all the just stock banger things that you could make in a song and
Yeah.
we put it together into one to play at parties. And
Yeah.
people loved it, but
Yeah.
it was kind of soul crushing.
Yeah.
I fucking love that song. But for me, it's like Flip Phone is now what we are. Like we're honing in on what we want to do, and an emphasis more on the tradition of like live performed fusion, funk, soul. I can't remember.
Nothing really changed. We're the same band.
Yeah, basically we're the same band. So
No, I don't know. That definitely is a thing though. Like we recorded all of our music like playing at the same time live, as
Live.
opposed to our last EP. We recorded like one instrument at a time, and we're definitely trying to get more in touch with like groove and like the way that a band sounds together. Because that's definitely something that's lost in current pop music. I think like a lot of music is like too perfect. It doesn't have.
it's pieced together.
So you did record every song that's on the new EP, the three, right? 3 songs. And they were all recorded together. Like
Yeah.
all
Yeah,
perfect.
live multi-tracked.
That's awesome.
So we were all like, well, Sam was in a different room because the vocals have to be in a different room, but me and Kayla and Remy were all like, every take was at the same time.
And
Last time we were just like watching Planet Earth. And Sam was,
Yeah,
like,
we had
on
a
guitar.
Rad 64 going.
Yeah.
too.
Yeah, that's cool.
And were you self-recording, or were you working with someone to help produce it?
We self-recorded the last EP we did, but this most recent one, Brandon One, was recorded at our friend's studio called Hazy Bay down in South Park. So it's a good
Yeah, they're great studio. Super like
Shout out
Hazy
to
Bay,
Hazy Bay.
at Hazy Bay Music on Instagram. It's the coolest studio. Great guys.
Would you cite any new musicians or musicians that are, I guess, new inspirations to this album than prior ones?
Ed Sheeran.
Well, I mean, Quincy Jones shouted him out today in the
Yeah,
interview.
I
as,
saw
like,
that.
the
Dude,
best
that was a great interview.
artist. No, I mean, actually, we've been doing every week, this week, but every week, each of us picks an album to share with everyone. So we've been getting into like Sly and the Family Stone, Aretha Franklin, Prince, Stevie Wonder. I mean, yeah, all the
Very
like soul
cool.
Only one of
classics.
the
Even-
artists was on the album of the week. just to
Yeah.
be clear.
No,
No, all of them were.
All of them were. Except for Stevie.
Someone's not doing his
Only
homework.
one of them I listened to.
Nice.
Yeah.
Good. I think we were trying to get into like some more poppy stuff too to kind of make a more well-rounded song. You know, so kind of listening to what makes Michael Jackson cool.
Yeah.
You know, what makes like Stevie Wonder. What makes Stevie Wonder cool.
That's
A lot of it has to do with like a super well-crafted song. But even we're listening to like Tears for Fears and stuff, which is like more like new
I love
wave
Tears.
stuff.
I love
you know.
that.
I mean, that's not the music we play, but it's like
Yeah.
checking out that stuff, trying
Yeah.
to see how like what makes those songs really cool.
Mhm.
You know, even though they're kind of weird at times, you know,
Yeah.
which is sort of what we try to do, I think, sometimes too. But
Yeah, then you had that Talking Heads record.
Yeah, that was
yeah,
good.
Talking Heads too.
Yeah. It's
yeah,
really
so
all
it's
over the
kinda
place.
all over the place. But,
That's awesome.
but before, I used to think a lot of our songs had kind of like too many movements. You know, there would like be one part and then be the next part. And it was hard to, you know. I mean, it's sort of like that still, but I think we refined it a little bit more on this new record. So.
So what's your process like from the start to the end of the song? You know, who comes up with the concept, who writes it?
Honestly, it's pretty different for every song. Sam definitely writes like Well, actually, Remy wrote part of the lyrics and the melody to one of the song that's going to be on Burner number 2.
You wrote the whole
I wrote the
thing.
Oh, you wrote the whole thing?
Yeah.
Did you write the lyrics too?
Yeah.
Oh, there you go. Other than
Or
that,
must
Sam.
have done.
Other than that, Sam usually writes the lyrics. I've brought in like some ideas for songs, but usually they don't become like full formed until we play them together. So it's definitely like a very collective writing process, which has taken some time to kind of get the hang of, because I know all of us, like, most people I think in general, are used to writing music alone, and none of us had really much experience with, I guess, like being comfortable bringing an idea in and letting go of it and like letting it just become the band's idea, which I think we've all gotten way better at. So the songs are like coming out a lot faster. We don't have enough time to record them because we have a lot of new songs. So.
And how long has
Yeah.
it been since you guys have started playing music?
You mean when did we start?
Yeah, when did you start?
We start- Yeah, March. I remember we played in March, 2015.
That was that rehearsal that you couldn't make because you were blacked out. Huh? That first rehearsal.
I made it. I was there. I was there like that.
The question of who was blocked out.
I wasn't. I just was having a really nice time.
That's all.
Cool. Well, I'm really excited for the release. So tell me a little bit about that. It releases on the 17th, but there's, I believe,
Show extravaganza
show.
party.
Yes.
Mr. DC is gonna play. We're gonna have a nice DJ set. We're gonna have some fantastic T-shirts that we designed.
So where is this?
University Heights, and it's where I took my driving school classes.
Me too.
You know, I actually know exactly where that is.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because
They have a really
Right
awesome.
across from Sketchway. Am I wrong? Safeway.
It's
Yep.
just up the
Yeah.
street. It's on Brooklyn.
Right
basically.
there.
Yeah, right where the
Very
farmers
cool.
market is. Yeah, they just recently redid this room. They have a stage in there and lights.
That's cool.
A very nice floor that we have promised not to damage. So if
Yeah.
you're coming, don't wear metal on your
It's
shoes.
a sock hop.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
They will
Um,
charge us a lot and
If you mess up the floor.
Yeah, we'll get fucked.
But
That's
it's gonna be
important.
really fun. They have a bar there, and they're like, it's kind of like a new DIY space that is getting off the ground.
That's awesome.
The Fremont Abbey also puts on shows there as well.
there
So
will be alcohol served there.
Yeah.
Legal.
No, legally.
And
Yeah.
shirts served too.
The shirts will be.
Wow.
Nice shirts.
all legal.
Not
Everything
all
is legal.
Everything is legal.
Yeah, basically
so,
we got this EP done a lot faster than we thought we were going to, so we're like, oh. And I think, like, you know, we didn't really have a venue we could book in a month.
Yeah.
You usually got to book like a couple months out, so we got lucky with this space, you know.
it should be cool because it's, you know, I mean, I found out about you guys from watching you at house shows probably right when you started in 2015. So it's kind of cool that you're coming back to the U District to where your roots were.
Where our fans are.
Yeah.
Awesome.
I mean, I think also just playing an all ages show is important to us, which is why we wanted to do it there. So it's like a perfect medium in between kind of where we started with the house show thing and then where we've been playing like venues recently. So
Definitely. Very cool. Well, I will see you guys there, and hopefully so will everyone who's watching this video.
Pre-sale tickets available now.
Oh yeah.
Cool. Thanks, guys.
all right.